Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. It is Saturday Sanctuary, and I am here right now. We're not an international event, but in just a minute, we're going to have an international person join us. So we are live. I'm Leslie Lane Peabody, Ninjas in High Heels. Dawn, the book Kahuna Schmidt, is online with us. Laurie, the Everyday Shaman, is online with us. Gabrielle is on. Unfortunately, Gabrielle is having technical difficulties just like I did this morning, so her video is not working, but she's on as well. She has an awesome picture. I love that picture.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome. And so we'll put her join links on the video below so that you can see that. And today, oh, here comes Gerri. Hey, Gerri, can you see us? We're live.
Hello.
Everybody say good morning to Gerri. This is Gerri's first time on our Saturday Sanctuary Hangout.
Hey, Gerri.
Hello.
And it's afternoon for you.
It's 2 o'clock, yeah?
Great time for a hangout, right? It's afternoon out there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is totally awesome. So this is our first international hangout. We've had a lot of people join that have watched us internationally, but never a speaker joining internationally. So that is awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Gerri.
Thank you. I'm learning.
Awesome. So today we're going to talk about our experiences with video and how that can help you grow your business. If you've been watching us at all, you know that we speak a lot to how to grow your business and make a business or create a business that works, even when you aren't. That is so important to people like us. I'm a single mom with 3 teenage boys. That is really, really hard to find the time to grow my business. So I have to grow my business, and I work full-time in addition to growing my business. So I have to find a way to grow my business on my time and on my terms. The same with everybody else here. We all have busy lives, and we're trying to grow our business that fits with our busy lives. And guess what? We found something that works, and we'd like to share that with you today. And one of the tenets that works is the video. We're all part of a group called the Empower Network, and one of the things that the Empower Network does for us is every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, they have an Empower Hour call. And this last Monday, this is what gave me the impetus to do this. Last Monday, was it Kanai? Do you guys know? Kanaya Kane, was that who was the speaker? I don't even know who the speaker was.
That
Anyway.
was Brian Crouch.
Oh, that's right. It was Brian Crouch. Yes, Brian Crouch. Right? So Brian was on the line speaking Monday, and he was talking about video. And I will also post that link to that Empower Hour. You have until 9 p.m. Monday night Eastern Time to listen to that replay, so do it right away. And today is the 21st, so that's the 21st and the 22nd, part of the day of the 23rd. You have to listen to that. But he spoke about how many people he had listening to his videos on a daily basis. And so when I was on the line, while I was listening to him, I was like multitasking, and I went into my YouTube account, and I realized that I have, on average, 13 or 14, 13.85 people a day checking out my videos. 14 people a day that I talk to that I didn't even talk to that day, just because I have videos out there. That's phenomenal. So let's go in and talk to some of these other people about what kind of traffic and traction they're getting with video. Don, since you're the first on my left, I don't know how you look when people are watching, but you're the first one on my left. We're going to go Don, Gerri, Laurie, and Gabrielle. So Don, tell us a little bit about your experiences with video, and are they helping people find you that weren't normally finding you?
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you, Leslie. Yes, you and I have talked about this briefly recently, and I know that I'm getting 20 to 30 views on my videos daily now. I started doing videos back in September of 2013, and the reason why, my buddy's son is an SEO guru, and he said, since YouTube is tied in with Google, it's probably one of the best searchable platforms for social media right now. So if you're not doing video, you're leaving out part of your arrows in your quiver for your social media program to get your word out to a lot of people. And I just started doing like a 2 to 4 or 5 minute daily publishing video every day. And at first there wasn't really much traction, and I've been marketing them. I keep blowing them up onto LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is connected to Twitter, which is connected to Facebook. And now it's definitely starting to pick up with the traction, especially since becoming more involved with the Empower Network. Um, I'm up to like almost 3,000 views since September, which is a lot. I mean, and like I said, most of that is within the last couple of months. And I started doing something else, which is promotional for my publishing side business, where I'm doing a thing called Pub Talk. And you and I have done one of these videos where I just talk to someone, an author who's self-published a book, and we talk about the book and what got them involved in writing the book and why they did it. And yesterday I did one with a friend of mine from Toastmasters, John Higgs, on his book, Dealing with Danger. And I've got to say, this is I'm sorry to say this, Leslie, but the pub talk I did yesterday was probably the best pub talk that I've done. I mean, it was, I don't know if anybody was on it, but
I bet go do a better one then. That's what I heard you say.
what's that? Well, we can do another one. I hope you'll come back and do another one. But it's just another, weapon in getting your word out through social media. And video it's you talking to someone, but you don't have to be there. Any time of day, somebody can just go into your video and see what you had to say on a certain topic. And it's always going to be there. So the more content you get up there and out there, the better it's going to be for you and your business going forward. So.
Well, and I like to say video is a place for people to find you when they're ready for you, not when you're ready to share, when they're ready to hear.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Great. So, Gerri, let's talk to you. This is Gerri's first Saturday Sanctuary. Yay! Welcome. So glad.
Yeah, wondering what I've let myself in for now.
Tell us about your experiences with video, Gerri. How has video helped your business grow?
I'll be totally honest, I'm brand new to this, and sort of getting, working up to doing them really. I've got quite a lot of taken on. I think I'm doing locally in the northeast of England, and one of those things will be community TV now. So as I'm coming to America on Tuesday. I've never been to America before, never really been on the radar, if I'm totally honest. That's my first job, to get myself there and back.
Awesome!
That's the next thing. But we have something that's called a vertical pier. So rather than a pier going out to sea, it goes up vertically. And what I'd really like to do is do some of the community TV from there, so you can see the whole, like the coastline behind, and do whatever I need to do now to get used to doing the video side of things, because I know that's the key.
It is the key, and I just want to welcome you. We're so thrilled to have you here. And that's another thing, we're going to be talking about video, but what Gerri says is where I was, where Dawn was, where Laurie was. We've done these for a little while now. Gabrielle, this is her third or fourth hangout with us. That's the thing that you're going to get if you join with one of us. If you join with one of us, you're going to get this community that's supportive and helps you start out and helps you grow. You're not going to have to do your first hangout on your own like I did. My very first hangout, I did it on my own. I challenge you to go find it on my YouTube channel. It is so hysterical because I would only do slides. So my very first hangout I did, it was only slides. You couldn't see me. I only was showing slides. And my little sister was the only one watching. And I didn't understand Google at the time, so I was progressing these slides on my screen, but they weren't changing on the screen that you could see. And she's like, I heard you awesome, but I couldn't see you. And they weren't progressing. So It took me a couple weeks to go back and try that again. Now,
Yeah.
we hang out all the time, and you're going to get there too. You're going to be so confident and comfortable talking to people all over the world.
I have done some nationally, and I use them sort of to the events that I've set up here. I'm going to try and help other people in the north get theirs arranged. So I've done that's how I got to this stage. I think I'm going, okay, I'll join in. I've just jumped out of the shower though, to feel I need to apologise for. My nephew was born at 5 o'clock this morning.
Awesome!
Yeah, so I thought, right, I'll jump on here and wait for my sister to be back at home because I think she's due back this afternoon. I was meant to be at the red car races, the horse racing. So I'm on the fancy dress and I haven't gone. So I'm here with you guys instead.
That is awesome. Great. Okay, so Laurie, we're going to go to you next. Tell us your experiences with video.
Well, it's really interesting because what happened for me was a few years ago I was being coached, and we go through a process in our coaching, and what I did was we go inside and basically we just ask our inner self or our self deeply, what is the next step? And the next step for me was to do videos. But I had a semi-smartphone. It was kind of not a smartphone. it was somewhat of a stupid phone. And I just kept doing them over and over and over, and I just never got to the point where I felt comfortable. And I think part of why videos are so important and when people are really authentic, it really comes through. My older first videos are very stiff, and now I just, through all of that criticism, that self-criticism, that voice that says, oh, what are you thinking here? And I just threw it away, and I just do these videos, and some of them are on the fly. If I could be anybody who's doing videos, I think it would be Micro.
Oh,
And,
yes.
he puts everybody at ease. He puts himself in sometimes very precarious situations or sometimes very humorous situations, with dirty jobs. He's known for the show Dirty Jobs. And, I try and do myself a service by channeling Micro. And
I love him.
see me on here, Mike. Thank you. But yeah, and once I started doing the videos, I just realized the power of being seen and heard, because most people really want that. They desire that in their lives, but yet they also stand away from it. There's some sort of disconnect about being seen and heard. And then when we are seen and heard, we don't act up. That shadow part of us doesn't act out. We don't project stuff all over other people. So, yeah, just for me, video, I'm not getting the viewership that Don has gotten, and he's worked it, and he's teaching me a lot. And of course, you are teaching me a lot, Leslie. And then Gerri, who just is, kind of beginning her stages in this, she's teaching me a lot but we're here to support one another, which is really a grand thing, I believe. And Gabrielle, even though she has some problems right now with her technical situation, she's here. And I think it's 99% of business is just being there and being present. So for me, I just really believe that if I do and when I do the 8 core commitments that we have in our Empower Network, basically they're the fast training or the fast start training, they are 8 core commitments. And when you join, you'll see if you do them every day, you're going to build your business and you're going to build a better you, because it's a part of personal development to be seen and be heard and get your message. So, yeah, that's it. Back to you.
Hey, Stephanie's on the line, Laurie, and she said, you speak the truth. So
Oh,
for
thank
those of
you.
you who don't know, we do have the live Q&A going, so please join us on the live Q&A. Send your message. Stephanie, thank you. Stephanie's my friend. I love watching Stephanie's videos because when she does a video the other day, she did one, and she invited you to join the link below, right? And then it's kind of like those movies where you stay through the credits. So she waits a second or two or three or four, and then she's like, you still here? Join that link below. Join the link below now. That's the one I sent you, Laurie. Remember? It was hysterical. We loved you, Stephanie, and I'm going to use that myself. But Laurie's talking about the 8 core commitments, and that's one of the things. One of the core commitments that Laurie talks about, these are things to help you be successful in your business if you're in an Empower Network, or frankly, I don't care what business you're in, the core commitments help you grow your business. They help you filter down to those key, most important things that you need to do to grow your business. And one of the things they tell you is get to events. And that, my dear, is where our friend Gerri, why she is coming to the United States next weekend. And I think that is commitment like you would not believe. Gerri, we are so proud of you for your commitment there, and we can tell that with that level of commitment, your business is going to grow fast. Okay, so I am going to run over and talk to Gabrielle. Tell us about your business, Gabrielle, and your foray into video.
Well, as you guys know, that this is my 3rd chat.
Woohoo!
If you're making hand gestures like somebody can see me.
What gestures do you want?
I'm sitting here holding up 3 fingers like somebody else can see me.
All right, I put up your 3 fingers for you.
Thank you. This isn't my first attempt at video. I have maybe 5 views on my video channel, and I dare you to find it. I tried my hand at this back in October when we were hyped up and going through the big launch of the new blogging platform. And I have this thing, and I think a lot of it has to do with some of the physical and health challenges that I've gone through over the last 5 years. I don't understand exactly what my apprehension is about starting out with video, because I had a double major in college, and one of my majors was radio, TV, and film. So I'm not unused to being in the public eye. You know, I've been on the radio. I haven't actually done TV, but being out in front of, I've always had jobs where I'm out in front. I've had to speak. I've had to talk to audiences. But this has been a real challenge for me. But one of the things that I realized also is that if you are committed to growing and building your business, as Leslie said, you have to be willing to be seen and to be heard. People don't connect with words the same way they connect with the energy of a smile or being able to see someone's face. You pick up, humans are wired to pick up on someone's sincerity and integrity through that actual physical connection. And when you don't have the ability to face to face, then your next best thing is through video. So I go and said, if I'm serious about this and want to do what it is I say I want to do, then I've just got to, as a friend of mine would say, put balls to the walls and get out there and push past it and do it. So that's one of the things that I encourage people who are apprehensive and skittish about doing this. You can't be concerned about what other people think or what other people are going to say, because everybody's always going to have an opinion. And in our society, you're going to be judged. But does that make a difference? Are they putting food on your table? Do they have an investment in your dream and where it is that you want to go? No, they don't. You do. So get
Well,
past.
I want to ask you a question about that for a second, Gabrielle, because
Mhm.
you know, you talk about being judged, and I certainly go through that. It sounds like you do. I think that's kind of a normal human reaction. But honestly, when we're judged, at least I find that the people who judge me the most harshly are the people who are not successful themselves. The people who I've aligned with who are successful, they don't judge me. They encourage me and bring me with them. Is that what
Exactly.
you find too?
Exactly. Exactly. The people who judge you are the people who, I don't want to say are judge. They you make them uncomfortable.
Right.
You shine a light on where they are, and they don't like it, and it's their defense mechanism is the only way that I can think of to describe that. But one of the things too I wanted to say that I find the beauty of video is that, you know, one of the reasons that we're all doing this is because we're tired of trading time for dollars, and there are only 7 days in a week, only 365 days in a year, and you can't be everywhere and do everything. This gives you the freedom of time. You can reach people when you're asleep. You can reach far more people than you could ever think of gathering together in one place. And you reach them where they're comfortable. And I think that's a very key thing in order to get people to open up to transformation, to changing their lives, is you have to be able to reach them where they're comfortable without compromising your boundaries and your goals and who you want to be.
Right.
So,
Right. Very awesome. And today we have a special guest, Sharon. Sharon, do you want to wave at us? Do you want to speak to us and share your information? Oh, I can't hear you, Sharon. Let me see if I have you muted. Can you guys hear Sharon either?
I heard her.
Oh, you did? Okay. Sharon, speak again.
Okay. I just saw the link this morning when I woke up, actually, and so I'm just on here. I haven't never done video, and so I'm just trying to learn from y'all right now.
That's awesome. So Sharon, the issue with Sharon is I thought it was Gerri. I didn't read the link very well, and she said, "How do I join?" So I sent her the join speaker because I misread it. I was, you know, I don't know what this Mercury and retrograde thing is, but everybody's talking about it. And I'm telling you, I am having the most technical difficulties this month that I've ever had. So my internet went out. So at 4 in the morning when I woke up, my internet was out. It was 7. At 6, when I checked it again, it's not up till 9. So I'm using my cell phone service to do this. And just like Gabrielle, you know, technical difficulties don't stop us. We just keep rolling with the punches. And, you know, that's part of what you do. When your videos are bad, it doesn't matter. Just post them. Keep going. Because let me tell you, some of the leaders that we follow, $1 million leaders that we follow, income disclosure will be below, but some of the $1 million leaders that we follow tell us that their most profitable videos, the videos that get the most looks, the most action, are those that they did at the very beginning when they were just not sure what they were doing, but they were their most vulnerable selves. And those are the videos people are drawn to because that's how we all feel. So when you're spit and polished and you're perfect, yeah, people like to see that. But if people are really interested in venturing out, They want to see you when you felt like they did. And then they want to see that progression so that they know that if you start here, you can get there. We all suck at the beginning. I don't care who you are, you suck at the beginning. You know, you get better through practice. One of my mentors here in the Denver area is Joe Saba. And he created the Speakers Bureau, I guess, in Denver, and worked on the coaching bureau, that kind of thing. But he says, you don't have to start to be good. You don't have to be good to start. You just have to start to be good, right? You just have to start to be good. So that's the most awesome thing, is you need to start. And that is one of the most critical points that has drawn me to this group of people and kept me here. The people that you see here, we're dedicated, we're committed, we're going to be here next week, next month, next year, because look at this community that has grown around us. We know that it takes more than a person to grow a business. It takes a village. It takes support. It takes people who love you, who care about you. And that's what you get here. You get a family. You don't get just, oh, well, good, thanks for your money. There you go, off on your own. No, we get a family. And that's the biggest thing that has drawn me and kept me here, is we get a family. So Gabrielle just posted to me that she did a blog post that in the beginning you're going to suck. Tell us about that. I want to hear about that.
I like to write. I write on my own. I have gobs of journals. I have gobs of little short stories and things that I've done, but I've never, ever let anybody read them. And it takes me forever when I start to do a presentation or put together a report or anything to get writing. And that's because I have this thing in my head called the editor, and it's the worst thing possible any writer could have. It tries to edit as I'm writing, and that just stops the flow. So when I first started doing blog posts, it would take me hours to complete one. And I was reading something, I don't know whether I was watching a hangout or I listened to something in the inner circle. Oh, I know what it was. I used to belong to this group called A-List Blogging. And one of the things in one of the little training video seminar things that they did there is the woman said, you're gonna suck. Get over it. So I started thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Particularly if you're not someone that's used to doing this. You can be the most accomplished writer in the world, but writing for a blog or writing for the way that we need to write to capture an audience, in one of our videos, you got like 3 seconds to do that. And you've never done it before, you're going to suck. It's going to be probably the worst thing you've ever written, ever done in your life. But that's okay. You got to get over it.
That's awesome. And, you know, let's go to that little person on your shoulder, that editor. You know, Gabrielle speaks nicely of the editor. I'm in this group of women who mastermind together once a month. And we call that little person on our shoulder the Frankenbitch. And we tell her to shut up all the time. Right? That's the one that says, you're not good enough. You don't look good enough. You're not smart enough. You just tell her to shut up. And then you go off and do your thing, because we all have that. And you think, I swear to God, you think you are the only one who has that? Raise your hand if you have that Frankenbitch or Franken whatever, in your case, Dawn, on your shoulder. Right? We all have that person that tells us we're not good enough. Okay, maybe Dawn's is a quirky.
I don't. I really don't. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't. I don't have the editor, and I just do it. I mean, somebody told me a long time ago I'm very comfortable in my skin, and it's like I am. I just write, and I blog, and I do videos, and you know what? If people like me, that's great. And you know, if people like what I write, that's great. And if not, you know, that's great too. You know, you just do it. That's all there is to it. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And that's so.
Yeah.
It's building a muscle. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I've gotten to that point with video too. I mean, last week I proved that I can't count to 5. So, so I mean,
Hey, Lori,
here I am again.
how many people are on now?
Don't make me count. Don't make me count. My brothers are the bean counters in the family. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm the artsy one. I'm the one out of the box. And you know what? Being out of the box is probably much more fun.
Well, and if you missed last week, you really should go and watch it. We had a great time, but we talked about the 5 traits of being an entrepreneur. So when Laurie says she can't count, it's not that she can't count to 5 on the traits. She did fine there, but how many people we had on the Hangout, she couldn't count the faces below. It was awesome. So I'm really wondering if this Frankenbitch thing is a girl thing and guys don't have it. I wish we had more men on. That's something that I'm going to start looking at, is asking men, because every woman I've met has one, but that's interesting that Dawn doesn't. I wonder if it's a woman trait and not a man trait. That would be interesting to find out.
That's possible.
I don't think men have the same kind of self-talk that we do. And
I think
a lot of that has to do with society and the way that we're brought up. Women are the caregivers. They're the ones that take care of everything and everybody. And I think there's this thing they say about when you love somebody. You know how in relationships they tell you don't look for somebody to complete you or to make you happy. Putting that kind of burden on any one individual is a horrendous burden. There's no way in the world one person can make you happy. There are just too many facets and dimensions to your personality. But women from almost from birth are innately taught to be everything for everyone. And there's no way you can do that. So you hold yourself up to the standard that you think you're supposed to be, and when you don't meet it, that's when Frankenbitch steps in and starts telling you you're not enough, you're not this, you're not that, you're not the other. So yeah, I don't think it's something that men deal with or have as much a part of their personality as women do.
Well, to give the flip side view, I will tell you this. It's not so much of self-doubt or anything during the creative process. The creative process is fine. I can get through that great and get something done and get it written. What kind of bothers me is when I've taken the time to craft something and I get it out there, and then I expect, wow, 100 million people should look at this because it's really good. And then 5 people look at it, and I'm like, 5 people? This is great, 5 people. But you know what? That's just how you build. You have to keep the creative process going and just keep doing it. And that's what Empower says. 90 days, just do it. 90 days, keep going, keep doing it, because you're actually building your audience.
So
Whoa.
Gerri, I wanted you to speak up, and Jerry's chatting me, so I'm laughing while Dawn's talking.
I was waiting to when to jump in. I said it's if Don's got a little supporter on his shoulder shouting, "Go on, Don!" And he's just basically more or less said that, hasn't he? 100 million people should be watching this. But there's a CD that I've listened to. It's a guy called Steve McDermott, and he's from Sheffield, albeit he's real broad Yorkshire accent. And it's about how to be a complete and utter failure at life, work, and everything. And it's brilliant. And he says things like, if you're doing public speaking, not to worry about getting it wrong, because people love that. People don't necessarily, like you said, don't always want to see people that are absolutely polished and word perfect. They quite like that people make errors sometimes. There's a YouTube, a little half-an-hour thing. I'll have a look for it and send it over to you all, because it's just hilarious.
We'd love to watch it, Gerri. We'd love to watch it. So, Gabrielle, what did you say the little voice on a man's shoulder is?
Sounds like men have the voice called Eric Ego.
There you go. There you go.
I love it.
Well, you got to have a healthy ego here, and I mean, being on video, you've got to have a healthy ego, that doesn't mean like you are boastful or you don't have humility, because being humble is really important. I know that I need to keep humble about all of what goes on in my life, and all of the leaders actually in Empower are extremely humble. I mean, they will make a point of saying what their income is, and then they'll say, well, there's an income disclosure. See the income disclosure at empowernetwork.com/income. But they don't say it to be boastful or to have ego. They actually want us all to have what they have. And they all have done video. If you look at all of the leaders, they have all done videos for years and years and years, and they're fairly comfortable with videos. So what are you going to do? You're going to model a leader. So be on video and get over being nervous or afraid or that you really. I have a little clip from Oprah Winfrey that I put actually in a graduate presentation that I did, and it was on her very last show. You know, she ran for 25 years on the Oprah show, and she said, you know, people want to know this one thing. Everybody on this planet wants to be seen, and they want to be heard, and they want to know, do you understand me? So coming across as authentic and real, and you know, here we are on live video or live internet, we can't help but become who we are, as crazy or silly or serious or what have you as we are, because we are so passionate about what we're doing right now that we want people also to have that same passion and come along with us. You know, isn't it your time to do that? Isn't it your time to be seen for your gifts, for your message, for your power? Step into it. Okay, people?
That's awesome, Laurie. And let's talk a little bit about, there are two ways that we talk about video, right? One is a video that you do on your phone and you throw to YouTube or you throw to your other, wherever you post it, right? Then the other one is what you see here is with a live hangout. And let me tell you, do you see the power and the fun of a live hangout? I mean, you never know what's going to go wrong, so it is live and it's wonderful. But when you get the live hangout and you see the voices below that and you can see the people shaking their heads with you or laughing with you, smiling with you, you get such a different energy going. I mean, I've been doing these live hangouts probably since, I don't know, February or March. And then Dawn and Laurie started becoming regular members. They'd show up sometimes and not sometimes. And then we don't have a whole lot of people who watch us live. But we have 40 to 50 people that follow us every week that seem to watch these after, you know, nobody wants to get up. It's 7 a.m. in Denver time, right? So people in Denver don't like to get up so early. But we're creating this following. One of our hangouts, 135 or 145 people watched. When you join with other people on a live event, you get such a different power and you get community. In addition to what you teach, you get the community, right? So Dawn, since you're on my left again, I'm going to start with you. Talk about the live events and how live events, this and your talk, have been different for you versus the daily videos that you do.
Well, first of all, the live events, while you're going through, it's the immediacy of the moment. I mean, it's kind of like in Toastmasters, your table topics, where somebody throws you a question and you have to answer it right on the spot. And that's the beauty of these live events. Now, going back to what we were talking about about doing videos, I do realize that I have a face made for radio. So it's, maybe that's one of the reasons why there's not 100 million people watching my videos. But, my name on Facebook isn't Don Shrek Schmidt for nothing.
Oh.
So anyway, but seriously, it's a great interaction, and I'm doing a lot of videos, one-off videos daily, and you don't have that give and take with other people and the rapport of talking and throwing out ideas and just having an interaction that other people can feed off of and see how we all deal with each other and how we like each other and how we work together as a unit and as a team and support each other. And I think that's what really comes through on these videos, is that we are one unit, we are one team, we all have our own separate businesses, but we are all here to support each other and help each other in whatever ways we can. So, back to you,
Awesome.
Leslie.
Great. So, Gerri, do you have something you want to add to that discussion?
No. I don't think so.
How about you, Laurie?
Well, one thing that people don't realize, or maybe they do realize it if they've been doing live events, including videos, is that people who invest in themselves or spend money will often do that at live events. So the more you get in front of people and you are live, that's really cool. I mean, video, you can actually get your message, but live events are going to actually sell what your product or service is. So that's it, and that's kind of an important thing. And I wouldn't have known that really unless I heard some of our programs over in the Empower Network, because Dave Wood, who really kind of spearheaded a lot of the trainings, this is what I'm learning. I mean, I'm learning from the best, because these are the people who have been in business and they're successful at making money and they're helping other people do the same. So, I kind of want to find out a little bit about Sharon, because she's she's somebody here who I don't even know, and I want to just see if she would give us a minute or two of her, who she is. That's okay?
Yes, I'll do that. Well, I'm not in Empower Network yet, but I've been talking to people about it, and I'm just gone through the Dr. Sears Wellness Institute for health coaching, and so I'm just starting out with the advertising part of it, and marketing, and so I was in touch with, or somehow started getting emails from Ashley Webb. I don't know if y'all know him.
Yeah, he's on our team.
The World Wide Webs.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Adam Knackers. Y'all know Adam Knackers?
No.
Okay. Well, he's in it. He's in Empower Networking too. And so, anyway, I just started getting emails and just getting curious, and that's how I've gotten on here, I guess. Is I'm not sure where I got the name. Probably just on Facebook. But
Yeah, we advertised on Facebook and on Google, so one of the two places.
yes, yeah.
Well, congratulations for getting through your training, and what will you be focusing on with your health coaching?
I'll be focusing on women that have hereditary disease in their families, and they have the fear, of the disease, and how in different ways that they can. See, I'm saying a lot, so I'm not very good at video. But
That's right.
so I'll work on that. But anyway, it's like just helping them with, well, in Dr. Sears, we learned it's like a lean. There's an acronym lean, and it doesn't mean like thin or anything. It means lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. And so I incorporate all of that in what I'll be teaching them.
Great. Well, how do people get in touch with you, and where are you located?
I'm located in Georgia, Noonan, Georgia.
Cool. And do you have a website yet?
I don't, but I'm working on it. I mean, I literally just got finished with my certification. But I have a Dr. Sears website that I just need to get in there and plug in, the information.
Okay.
And I'm just writing through what I'm going to be putting on there now.
Well, put at least your email in the group chat, and we've just promoted you. What do you think about that?
That sounds great.
Yeah. Well, see, this is as easy as it can be, and also you learn more tools, tricks, and actually really, really good strategies with the Empower Network products. So, yeah, I'd encourage you, whoever you got referred to, or whoever you're gravitating towards, I encourage you to go ahead and just make the leap. We're all headed, all of us here on this hangout are headed to Charlotte next week, and we were going to have a huge event there. And I don't know we'll be doing videos. I think we'll probably do, since we're all staying in the same house, we're probably going to do a house hangout.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to do our Saturday, our Saturday thing, because we'll be in the event, as participants.
Yeah, might be early. But Georgia isn't that far from Charlotte. So we would encourage you to come with us and really jump both feet in and jump and grow your business, because you are in the most perfect time to jump in and grow your business from the start, feet on the ground, boots on the ground, moving forward fast. It could be the most exciting experience of your life growing your business that way.
It would.
Awesome. And
there's less than 200 tickets
left, right?
Yeah, there's like 100 and maybe 45 tickets left.
There'll be 2,000 people there, roughly, right?
Yes.
People. And these events are awesome. If you've ever been to or heard of Tony Robbins or Brendan Burchard or any of those type of people, those are the types of speeches we get, that kind of motivational talks and way to go forward. And like Laurie said, if you're here, somebody brought you here. Join with the person who brought you here. We're all growing our business together, and you'll get the help and support from all of us when you join that business. So find the person that brought you here. Join with that person that brought you here. Let me tell you, it is the best $25 you will have spent. That's all it costs to start, is $25. $25 a month, okay? It's a monthly fee. It's not a one-time fee. For $25 a month, you get the best training I have ever seen. You get the best way to grow your business. I was sitting in my kitchen table with my mechanic the other day, and I'm trying to help him grow his business, right? Because he's the best guy. If you're in Denver, call me. I've got the best mechanic ever. He helped me find a car for my son before I had even met him. He's awesome. So we're sitting there at my kitchen table, and I'm saying, look at the power of video. Look what this company did for me. And I Google whatever my keyword is, and I don't know anything about keywords. There's my face on a video on the first page of Google. And I don't know anything. I don't know how I got there, but I'm there.
Wow.
You can be there too in 6 months. Income disclaimer, I can't promise you what your business is going to look like, but I can promise you what I know is doing videos and posting videos, and that got me to the first page of Google. I don't know anything about SEO. I just know it happened. The first page of Google, and I'm sitting with a potential client, and there I am on the first page. Awesome, right? So, Gerri, I didn't ask you about the live events. It's your turn to speak for a minute, and then we'll do our close.
Well, I'm a Empower Live Event Virgin.
Not anymore, you're not.
No, well, I am until Wednesday.
Yeah. True.
I am until Wednesday.
It will be her first event as well.
Yeah, it'll be my first event.
And
It's not my. Pardon?
it'll be Dawn's first event and Gerri's first event, and hopefully we'll get Sharon there too.
Wow.
Yep.
It's not my first event of this type. I was involved with another company a while back, and the great company just wasn't a fit personality wise, and in terms of the way that they allow you to market and reach and whatnot. I'm just not that home party in your living room, go out to Walmart, meet people type of person. That just did not work for me. But and you're right about there's something about getting hundreds of people in a room together with mentors that are where you want to be, that have gotten there. They've already walked the road. And the energy is phenomenal. I think it does. I really think it does something to you physically, physiologically. It shifts something. It connects neurons. It lights fires. And it facilitates breakthroughs for people. It helps people push past whatever those barriers are that that hold you back. And I'm excited about it. I don't discuss this a lot with people, but I think I'm probably down to my last penny right now getting to this event next week. I'm not sure how I'm going to eat the week after, but that's okay.
Gabrielle, did we lose you? I think we lost her. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the close from there. And what she said was very true. A lot of people are spending their last dimes to get to this event. And the reason they're doing that is because this is powerful, folks. This is the way that you make a breakthrough in your business. This is the way that you make a transformation in your life. Now, I've been to 2 of these events. The first one was a local event. I didn't know what was going on. And the second one, exactly what I wanted out of it. And bang, right there in front of me, they offered exactly what I was looking for. So these events are really transforming. And you're going to be with a group of people like us. You've heard, I'm sure, that you are the 5 people you spend the most time with. I spend most time with teenage boys. So I need to get away from teenage boys and get with entrepreneurs and that are successful and prominent. And that's why I go to these events, because it brings with me the feeling and the thoughts and the motivation to go farther until the next event in another 90 days. So I highly encourage you, 1, to join with whoever brought you to this hangout today. Their links are below, and I know you can't hardly see under our names or our links. I can't see them because we have so many people joining us today, which is awesome. I appreciate that, and we'll post our links to the video. Give us a few minutes. It'll be on Google, and once it's out on YouTube, you'll have all the links there. Join with the person who brought you here. Number 2, if you are just getting ready to start your business, if you are starting or growing your business, you're ready to take that next step, we have bonuses for you today. For anyone who joins us, anyone of this group, between now and Sunday midnight Mountain Time, so you have to join one of our links between now and midnight Mountain Time, I am launching a 30-day Ninja Fast Start video marketing program. And that's to help you know how to set up your Google, how to set up your YouTube, how to put your little name across the bottom of a Google Hangout, how to do your first Google Hangout, how to do your first video. All of those things I'm going to do in a 90-day, 30-day, not 90-day, 30-day Fast Start program, and I'm going to give it to you if you join one of our links between now and Sunday midnight Mountain. And Sharon, I'm going to give it to you anyway because you let us pick on you. I will send you the link. And the reason I'm doing that is because I feel the fear that I had before I did my first video, before I did my first Hangout. I'm going to take care of that for you. And the overwhelm. What do I do first? Should I do this? Should I do that? You know, folks, just follow the steps and we'll get you there. And then you'll have the confidence. At the end of 30 days, you'll have the confidence that you'll know what to do on your own and you won't need it anymore. This program is about empowerment. So some people need a little bit more help. I know I could have used a little more help at the start. It took me about 90 to 120 days to get to where I am right now. If you want to get there in 30 days, join with one of us, any one of us, I don't care which one. If you join with one of us, by Sunday night, I will give you this program for free if you join with one of us. Now I know Lori had an offer. What offer did you want to provide? What bonus did you want to provide, Lori, to the people on the phone?
I have a 3-session one-on-one session on mindset and breaking through that barrier where your beliefs just feel like they're holding you back. And I will offer you an MP3 of The Science of Getting Rich by Waddles. And listening to that, you will just, it's pretty amazing. And I mean, I love it because maybe I've been in the New Thought mindset for a long time. But yeah, those things, the 3 sessions are going to be, each session will be about 45 minutes each over the phone or either that way or on Skype. Probably over the phone because I think sometimes it gives you a little bit more intimacy. And that way, you know, if something comes up and you feel a little kind of unraveled, you feel a little bit easier that you're not on video. So, and I, you know, and everything that you and I will talk about is going to be confidential. And it's basically a fast start on your mindset to get you where you want to be. So those are the bonuses I will offer. I believe that everybody who's watching this is here for a reason, and the reason is that you want to excel and you want to be better than average, because average is pretty overrated. It's your time. It's your time to come and shine. And back to you.
Awesome. Gabrielle, can you hear? Do you know where we are? She dropped off for a minute. We're listing our bonuses. I think you had one you wanted to share.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I am offering 3 30-minute sessions on social media. I'll do Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram.
Awesome. That is awesome. I'm going to sign up for those, Gabrielle. All right. Does anyone else have a bonus that they want to talk about before we close this?
I do.
Okay, Don.
I'll give you 3 30-minute sessions. LinkedIn, we'll go through how to set up your LinkedIn profile, how to get LinkedIn connections quickly, how to start a group, how to grow your LinkedIn connections, how to use LinkedIn as your primary media platform. I know everybody in Empower likes Facebook. I'm a LinkedIn guy. And also, I'll teach you how to connect your LinkedIn to your Twitter and to your Facebook so that you post in one spot and it goes to 3 different places at the same time.
Great. Thank you. So these are some really fantastic bonuses. You guys don't understand how much value there is sitting here, getting these sessions, getting these programs. This is a lot of money in your pocket that you get to save, and this is only if you join with us between now and Sunday. Between now and Sunday. Because this type of bonus doesn't last. It is not a good idea for us to do this, but that's how strongly we feel that joining now is going to make it or break it for your business. Can you join next week? Yes. But next week, the train has already gone. It's away from the station, and you're walking down the tracks by yourself. We want to give you a hand up. We want to have you join the train, and it's going to be a really fast-moving Zephyr or something. It's not even a freight. We feel the power. We know where it's going, and we want you to join us. There's always room for one more to be successful. So please, take us seriously. Join us this week. Join us today. Today and tomorrow by midnight Sunday. We feel so strongly about it that we're giving these bonuses. So if you can read the links, join one of the links. If not, the links will be posted below within the hour. And if you're watching the replay, the links should already be there. Join now. Get out your credit card. It's $25 a month. It is the best $25 you will ever spend. And if you hate it, which none of us do, right? Clearly we all love it. If you hate it, cancel whenever you want. There is no risk here. 25 bucks. You probably spent $25 on coffee last week.
And you know, if what we're saying to you has hit you in the heart, and you want to have some motivation and inspiration, I'm sorry if I'm fidgeting, but my cat wants to go under my feet and eat my power cords down there. But yeah, come to Charlotte. Do whatever you can. I mean, Gerri's coming from UK. We've got people from Hong Kong coming. We've got people from France coming. A lot of people from France. So, you know, they are taking a lot of sacrifice, and they are coming, and they are going to find that it was very well worth it. They are going to, you know, what happens, what the leaders tell us happens is when you go to an event, then your business starts to explode, whatever that business is. And they're, you know, mostly they're talking about Empower Network, but it is powerful. So be there, find us, one of us, and we will tell you how that happens. You can't come unless you're a member. And just come. Just do whatever you have to do to come.
It's going to be awesome. All right, we're at the top of the hour. We know you're busy. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday morning. If you're watching the replay, thank you for joining the replay. Send it out to your friends, to your family. Share our family with your family. And we all love you. We hope that you join us because we want to help your business become a huge success. And we will see you next week, probably earlier, on Saturday Sanctuary, and it's going to be the house call next week. So, see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.